I'll take a pound of nuts. That's a lot of nuts!
Hey guys, what's up? What is up? We are back. For some reason, why didn't Rumble Studios save my one intro video? That's why I played the Pound of Nuts one. I could have sworn I saved it. Save to library. Intro. Create video. Okay. Let's... There you go. All right. I really wish you could disable this live chat overlay. I've already emailed Rumble support and was like, dude, what the heck? Like, why can't you just not have that on there? But yeah, happy hump day. It's Wednesday. Once again, for me, it felt like a long day. But we're here. We're itching to go. We are also utilizing a Kick now. So we're on Rumble, Locals, YouTube, Kick, and X. So look at us go. Look at us go. Woot woot. Giving Rumble Studios here another Shadowski. Yeah, we got some stuff we can talk about here. Cause a lot of weird crap happening. That is for sure. What? Why do I have two? That's over that way. So we need that. But yes, you know, weirdos be weirdos, you know, down to the point where they'll demand like actual physical violence against people, you know, and then of course when someone steps up to bat, they immediately back out because they're a bunch of beta bitches. They always are and they always will be. That is, of course, the senior editor for Kotaku. What Alyssa Mercante, whatever her name is. Don't really, a name not worth really remembering, but at least being familiar with, you know, just where it's like, oh, it's you. what retarded take do you have now? But yeah. Yeah, last show we talked about how she called for a fight, and then apparently Vara Dark stepped up and said, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And then immediately, of course, the tough senior editor immediately backs out, and of course has plenty of reasons why it needed to be done, you know, ultimately showcasing that they need to be in control of the narrative down to every last detail. And we'll look into that stuff here in a second. That'll kind of be our main look. But we also have some other stuff as well. Of course, everyone's talking about the recent Star Wars Acolyte episode and how, you know, it's gotten really, really gay as of late. And it's bad. It is bad. And then I found an interesting article over into Bounding into Comics talking about the Vinland Saga editor. Says manga shouldn't pander to Western audiences. So we'll look into that and see what that guy has to talk about. But we have that. Got that pulled up right here. And if we find some other stuff to look into, we'll do that too. Not sure how super long the show is going to be, but we'll check it out. So Vinland Saga editor says manga should not pander to Western audiences. Quote, I don't allow myself to be influenced by so-called political correctness abroad. Good job. Everyone needs to have that mindset in general, really, and not just for the Western audiences, but against political correctness because it's retarded. It is retarded. And the more it tries to become normalized, the worse everybody gets. Conveniently, of course, except the people who are in power, because, well, we're doing the right thing. It's like, well, you're in control. That's the thing. And usually, you guys are scumbags. It's usually how it works. So, in the opinion of current editor in chief of Kodansha's weekly afternoon manga magazine, Akira Kanai, the opinions and social political views of Western audiences should have absolutely no bearing on the creative decisions of Japanese manga. Golf clap for that one, because absolutely do not listen to the socio-political views of the Western audiences, because it doesn't actually reflect the majority of the people. It's only a fringe minority who is really loud and are ass mad about a lot of things. And of course, they've spun it and done all this mental gymnastics to showcase that, they're the victims here. They're just innocent and pure and trying to advance society to better itself or some bullshit like they always do. When really they just want to be in control, down to, actual physical control and emotional and thought control. It's actually a really cool picture, by the way. Dang. So joining Kodan Ashas, Kodan Ash, oh man, Kodan Asha, in 1994. Kanai served as an editor across a number of the publisher's various manga magazines until eventually being promoted to his current position as WEA 2015, during which time he oversaw a number of notable manga works, including Gaimon Sakurai's Ajin Demi-Human, Ben Kusamizu, and Saburo Megumi's Fragile, and Makoto Yukimura's Vinland Saga. And it was in his position as a manga industry veteran that Kanai offered his opinion on the topic of the West's ever-growing attempts to force their cultural standards upon Eastern media during a recent career retrospective interview given to German manga news outlet Manga Passion. I would like to speak for the West and the people that are trying to, force the culture onto you guys. It's not us. It's not us. Just giving you guys a heads up. It's not us. We're not the assholes. Asked to what extent do you already think about the potentially international success of a manga, whether he tries to work with mangakas to, quote, perhaps try to make their works more accessible to audiences outside Japan. The editor confidently asserted, no, not really. Ouch. For example, there are various codes against the depiction of violence, against the depiction of nudity, whether male or female, or religious codes that I follow, he explained. However, I think that there are no fundamental differences in the population in terms of what they perceive as important, be it in Japan, Germany, China, or South Korea, even if it is the case on a political level. Run. Continuing, Kanai then declared, I don't allow myself to be influenced by so-called political correctness, good, abroad, and design the works accordingly. I think if it's interesting, it will usually be understood regardless of whether you come from Africa, Chile, or Greenland. I've never made a big deal of it so far, said the editor, but even if a work takes up a very Japanese theme, for example, or a German work, a German theme, a Chinese work, a Chinese theme, in the end, the root is the same, I think. Well, I definitely agree with what you're saying. Again, the problem is the weirdos that have infested the sphere. You know, whether that's manga, anime. Anyone that watches anime understands Japan is weird. Well, yes and no. I think that's another thing too, especially for like on both sides, really. On the left side, you're gonna have the weirdos who will spin the history that Japan was all that, you know, anime was like XYZ. And then you have people on the right, you know, like your that one retard, Gavin, I think is his name, who said, you know, pretty much anime is for like, you know, people into like, you know, PDF files or whatever he said. Don't exactly quote me on that. He pretty much bashed anime. And it's like, well, you're retarded too because you don't understand it. The thing is that anime, unfortunately, has gotten to a point where it's an umbrella term. And that umbrella term can hurt exactly what it means for something to be anime. You know, because you have anime and then you have hentai. Is it an anime type style? Yes. But to say hentai is anime, it's like, well, no, it's a subgenre of anime. You know, but the thing is that you have the woke infested assholes who will try to say, yeah, that's what it's always been. This is a very broad explanation, but this is just how it always been. And it's like, well, no, not at all. It's a subgenre. And, you know, amongst the subgenres, there are definitely some to where it's questionable. And you're like, yeah, probably shouldn't dabble with that. But, you know, it's an umbrella term. And unfortunately, the people in control and the loud weirdos and the, you know, woke hive mind and stuff, they're going to take that and redefine the definition of it to favor them. That's what they always do. That's why places like Kotaku are evil. They're taking Japanese works of art and Hollywooding them for their fascist ideologies. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. Because they're the ones that are always scum. They're the scumbags. I mean, if the subject matter itself is fascism, that's one thing. But to take a subject matter and then bastardize it to push a specific ideology, yeah, you know, that's not the case. That's not the case of what it should be, is what I mean to say. It's happening. It is the case. But what I'm saying is that it shouldn't be that way. You should just tell the story. And if it offends you, why are you working on it? Leave. Like you should be fired immediately. Or you shouldn't even be in there to begin with. But that's the thing. They want to filter everything. This is their prime opportunity to infiltrate this area, infest it, bastardize it, do all that stuff, and then rewrite it to where they will be painted as the good people that made it better for the sake of humanity and XYZ. They rewrite them and don't translate the real dialogue. Yep. Yep, that is correct. Stopping a work because it deals with a problem that is too Japanese or specifying to do something that hardly ever happens, Kanai continued. More specifically, I wonder if there's a difference in Japanese entertainment content between works that are internationally successful. Is it the works that focus more on the Japanese market or a global market? Further expanding his argument, he opined, I don't think it's possible to create works that are exactly in the middle, nor would such works really appeal anywhere. Uh, Yeah, that's true. I think you can definitely find a middle ground in terms of you as the creator. But yeah, you're not going to please everyone. That's like you know, psychologically impossible. There's always going to be someone that's going to disagree with you out there, you know. The key thing is that out of, you know, if like 100 people, if there's like 10 people in the room that are like I don't like it, then it's like, stay in the corner, you cuck, sort of thing. Because I'm not changing my stuff to appease 10 people, when 90 other people are fine with it. See, and this is what they want to do. That's exactly what they want to do. I want to be a kinder, gentler person. Well, don't we all? I want to be a stronger person. Attempts to quell his lust for revenge in Vinland Saga. Woo! That is Thorfinn, apparently. So take Skip and Loafer, for example, another series serialized under his watch in Weekly Afternoon, which is about a girl who comes from the Japanese countryside and moves to the Japanese city of Tokyo alone to study at a good high school. Kanai added, I think people all over the world will certainly understand her feeling of insecurity in the same way. Exactly. Yeah, that moving from one place to another, of course. Specifically, how a Japanese person might feel about this. Yeah, I mean, I can relate to, moving from one place to another and not, you know, uh, being insecure and stuff like that. Anybody can relate to that, really. But yeah, but that specific exact moment, no, because everyone's moment is unique. Of course. Should your unique moment be silenced or something like that? Well, it depends on what it is, you know? In this respect, I really don't think that works need to be adapted for audiences outside of Japan, he concluded. Although I'm not sure how it is for people from countries where there are no rural areas or no cities. I have no idea what it's like in Dubai. Maybe I'm biased. Laughs. But that's the thing, though. You don't need to worry about people in Dubai. See, that's the thing. Like, you can't please everyone. So don't fret about people who can't relate to it. Because they could relate to something else in the story, But if you're losing sleep over, I wrote this sweet scene, but I'm worried that certain amount of people might not get it. Well, move on, Sorry. So they can't get it. To the end, pressed later by Manga Passion if he thought global exchange was important for the medium of manga, Kanai told them that while he found it very important in a creative sense, ugh, I told you I was tired. For more and more people to create their own works within the medium, he did not believe such exchange could come at the cost of Japanese own identity. The mindset that Japanese publishers will get poorer and poorer if they don't expand overseas is pathetic and should be abandoned, he affirmed. Now that it is possible to read and draw manga abroad, I hope that the manga fan community itself will grow, no matter where they come from and no matter what religion they belong to. So when it comes to the question of whether I think globalization is important, I can say that it's much more fun this way. And there you go. Yeah, I agree with a lot of what he said. Again, the thing is that the companies and the CEOs are one or two things. One, they are also woke assholes, and they're saying, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do this, and who cares if we lose the money because at least we look good for clout. Or they don't know what's better, and they're just listening to a small fringe minority. That's what's happening. So I mean, from this article, it sounds like the guy's obviously been in the industry a long time, so he knows his stuff. I'm glad that he's like, nah. He's like, nope. Yeah, we're not listening to that. Dubai is part of the Arab Emirates or Emirates that heavily censor their media to Islamic law anyway. Again, anybody. This is like the people this is again like the let people who claim that like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared. There's so many people like they project all of this like, oh, I'm so worried about the little man. I'm so worried about this and that. Oh, jeez. Oh gosh, that's insane. Sorry. Uh, but I mean, for me, the world ain't gonna be set right until the good Lord comes back. You know, he's not gonna be. He's gonna be the only one who can do it because he's truth. you know, and he's sinless. Other than that, like, I mean, you definitely, pray that agape love, that ungodly conditional love for everyone out there. But man, if you're losing sleep because you're weeping over everything in the world, you are gonna isolate yourself into nothingness. Vinland Saga is possibly one of the most amazing modern animes, and I hope they never bow down. Good. So that was that. So again, guy looks like he knows his stuff. Switching on over to that park place, a lot of talks about that Disney Star Wars and having a campfire in space was just the beginning. Now we're into, some lesbian witchcraft cult shit that apparently uses the force to make kids. Disney Star Wars redefines the force. Of course they do. And introduces lesbian witches that can create life through unnatural means in the Acolyte. Oh, gosh. This is from that park place. So Lucasfilms and the Walt Disney Company redefined the Force and introduced a coven of witches led by two lesbians that were able to create life through the power they call the thread. So you took the Force and pretty much made another Force and just called it something else. This is what it sounds like to me already. I thought the Force was the thing. It's the Force. That's it. you know. Oh my goodness. In the Star Wars The Acolyte series. So in the third episode of the series, the show flashes back to when the twins Osha, gosh, that's such a dumb name, and May or Mo, a lesbian force, not that stupid white man Jedi force. I know, right? This one's better. Our children living on the planet Brendock. Look, I'm pretty bad at making up like fictional names and stuff, but Brendock, like Osha, like these names are garbage. So early in the episode, a character named Mother Anase, so Anakin, and then Anasea, or I guess Anasea. Oh my gosh. Informs the twins that the coven believes in something called Da Thread. Well, I just threw in Da there, but it's the thread. She details all living things are connected by the same thread. Oh my gosh, are they really going this route of like, a single I think of immediately the Prince of Egypt. Look through heaven's eyes, a single thread in a tapestry can never brightly shine until it sees its pattern of the most grand design, or however the lyrics go. A thread woven through all of existence. Oh my gosh, this is so dumb. You literally copy pasted Force and just changed the name. Some call it a force. Oh, fuck off, and claim to use it. Well, they did use it, but we know the thread is not a power you wield. Pull the thread, change everything. It ties you to your destiny, it binds you to others. Wouldn't you not want to pull the thread because then it could be unwound? Oh dear Lord. This is so dumb. Okay, so I guess that's Mother Anisea. Gosh. This doesn't even look Star Wars-ish. It's been a while since I've watched Star Wars. This is in direct contrast to how the Force was defined by both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda in George Lucas's original trilogy. Obi-Wan described it in A New Hope as such. Quote, "The Force is what gives a Jedi his power. It's an energy field created by all living things. It surrounds us and penetrates us. It binds the galaxy together." So not just a single thread, like an entire energy field. Yoda also described the Force in Empire Strikes Back. "Life creates it, makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us. Luminous beings are we, not to this crude matter. You must feel the Force around you. Here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere. Yes, even between the land and the ship." 20. Oh, geez, really? 22 million budget an episode for the Acolyte, by the way. Wow. That is a huge waste of money. Nevertheless, after redefining the Force, the show then reveals that what the witches practice is considered dark, as they begin some kind of ritual describing as an ascension. Oh, do they have? I saw the like chant they use. The chant is just as retarded as well. Like they couldn't think of a better like cultic chant. Someone, I think, who said that on X? Savvy artist, I think, said that. Like, yeah, it's like we are one or something. We are men, something. All right, then Mother Anisea states, "Tonight we enact a ceremony we have not performed since our exile." So you just now conveniently decided to do it. "We are hunted, persecuted, forced into hiding all because some would consider our power dark, unnatural. We were on the brink of extinction, and then we were blessed with the miracle, the gift of life. The gift of life is the two twins." We were on the brink of distinction, so we prayed to that demon lord, and that demon helped us out. Oh, see, these are what I call the Bennies of the world, and when I say Benny, think of the Mummy with with Brendan Fraser. Think of the Mummy. Think of Benny in the first one. Don't be a Benny. Benny's the guy, it is better to be on the devil's side than in his path. That was his logic. And then look what happened to him in the end. He got eaten alive by a bunch of flesh-eating scarabs. Don't be a Benny, folks. These are Bennies. So following the speech and the ensuing ritual that is eventually interrupted by 4 Jedi who demand the twins be tested as Jedi. Oh, man. Wouldn't that have been amazing if they actually just became super based and just slaughtered everybody? Why would the Jedi... Okay, if the Jedi's dark, if this is considered dark and the Jedi found where they are they there to, like, exterminate them? Or it's like, wait. Oh, my gosh. It might be answered, but, I'm not going to go out on my way to watch it. Okay, so the 4 Jedi show up. Mother Anisea has a conversation with Coral and a number of other witches. Did they just like look up a bunch of like oceanic names and then just like pick them out one by one? Coral, Reef, OSHA. Gosh. Subtonic plate. It's like, oh my gosh. This is so All right, so Anisea suggests that they allow the twins to be tested. However, Coral disagrees. She states, I did not bring the girls into the world so that I'm assuming we would lose them to a bunch of deranged monks. Oh, so Jedi are now monks, apparently. Oh my gosh. Did you actually birth them? Or did they just appear out of nowhere? Oh. The mother retorts, it is not your decision, it is mine, and I made it. Coral then responds by cutting her head off. No, that'd be too cool. I carried them. I created. Oh my gosh. Oh, this dialogue sounds awful. Oh, so this is. So that's what this picture is about. Coral then questions, and what happens if the Jedi discover how you created them? I mean, they're there to take the twins. I mean, isn't that the whole point? The back and forth is then interrupted by an ancient witch who suggests the children take the test, but lie so that they will fail. So are they just saying this when the four Jedi are just standing there with their lightsabers out? This says four Jedi, but I'm seeing five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did read that right, correct? Because it said there like four Jedi like showed up or something. Yeah, four Jedi interrupted by four Jedi, and then there's 5. The idea that these witches can create life with the power of the thread also appears to undercut the Chosen One's prophecy that George Lucas introduced in The Phantom Menace. Exactly. When Qui-Gon Jinn arrives on Coruscant, Coruscant, or is it Sant? Whatever. I don't. Coruscant, I thought. With Anakin Skywalker, he informs the Jedi Council, I have encountered a virgin in the Force, a boy. His cells has the highest concentration of midi-chlorians I've ever seen in a life form. It is possible he was conceived by the midi-chlorians. Well, Mace Windu then shares the prophecy. You refer to the prophecy of the one who will bring balance to the Force. You believe it's this boy? He's like, I don't presume so. However, he's cut off by Yoda, who says, but you do. Revealed your opinion is. Prophesying the idea that Anakin was conceived by the midi-chlorians or the Force comes after Qui-Gon learned from Anakin's mother, Shmi, that Shmi, Mr. Shmi. That's all that every time. I knew this show was doomed when the producer had to be explained why red lightsabers are bad. Oh gosh, really? That's not good. Okay, so Shmi has no father, or Shmi told Qui-Gon that Anakin had no father. There was no father. I carried him. I gave birth. I raised him. I can't. Well, she probably praised him too. I can't explain what happened. So he just showed up out of nowhere. Did they actually ever explain that? I'm not like the biggest Star Wars lore person, but my gosh, this is not good. This is not good. So, as noted by George Lucas, it's quite clear that the Force created Anakin to bring balance to itself. Okay, kind of a little Christian-y, but I mean, it didn't create it out of necessity. Like the Trinity was always there. Anyway, so in the making of Revenge of the Sith, Lucas explained the prophecy was right. Anakin was the chosen one, and he does bring balance to the Force. He takes the ounce of good still left in him and destroys the Emperor out of compassion for his son. He would reiterate this in the Chosen One featurette in 2005. Anakin is the Chosen One, and even when Anakin becomes Darth Vader, he's still the Chosen One. The prophecy is that Anakin will bring balance to the Force and destroy the Sith. He becomes Darth Vader. Darth Vader does become the hero. Darth Vader does destroy the Sith, meaning himself and the Emperor. He does it because he is redeemed by his son. So the prophecy is true, and by doing that, he redeems himself and goes from being Darth Vader back to Anakin Skywalker. And there you go. Right there. A message so lost, so bastardized. By the way, if you're enjoying the show, make sure to like and subscribe. We're on YouTube, Rumble, X, Kick, and Locals. Given that the Acolyte is showing that this coven of witches is manipulating what it calls the thread to create life through unnatural means, the show will likely also try to reinforce the false idea that the force is in balance when the light and dark equal. Given the Chosen One prophecy, it's clear this is indeed false. Oh, so they're literally like the Antichrist and the false prophet and Satan. Literally, that's what they are. Because that's what Satan does. That's what the Antichrist and the false prophet do. You have the Holy Trinity. Well, they're the unholy Trinity. And that's exactly what these witches are. And knowing the woke, they'll try to spin it by saying, well, they're the right people and, everyone else is bad. So nevertheless, Lucas also went into detail to explain this during a writers' meeting for the animated series, The Clone Wars. He said the core of the force, you got the dark side and the light side. One is selfless, one is selfish, and you want to keep them balanced. What happens when you go to the dark side is that it goes out of balance, and then you get really selfish and you forget everybody. And ultimately, you lead yourself, because when you get selfish, you get stuff, or you want stuff. And when you want stuff and you get stuff, then you get afraid somebody's going to take it away from you, whether it's a person or a thing or a particular pleasure. Experience it. Once you become afraid that somebody's going to take it away from you and you're going to lose, then you start to become angry, especially if you're losing it. And anger leads to hate, and that hate leads to suffering, mostly on the part of the person who is selfish, because you spend all your time being afraid of losing everything you've got instead of actually living, he detailed. He later summarized, the only way to overcome the dark side is through discipline. The dark side is pleasure, biological and temporary, and easy to achieve. The light side is joy, everlasting, and difficult to achieve. A great challenge. Must overcome laziness. Uh-oh, they failed in that one right there. Give up quick pleasures and overcome fear, which leads to hate, he concluded. Interestingly, Lucas also made it clear during an appearance at the Cannes Film Festival that Walt Disney and I remember reading this, had no understanding of the Force or Star Wars. I was the one who really knew what Star Wars was, who actually knew this world, because there's a lot to it. The Force, for example, nobody understood the Force. Dude, George, you literally could have just said no one understands it because they didn't fucking write it. And we would have been like, yep, that's true. When they started other ones after I sold the company, a lot of the idea that were in the original sort of got lost. It didn't sort of get lost. It was purposely lost. But that's the way it is. You give it up, he added. Rip Star Wars. What do you make of Disney Star Wars redefining the Force and introducing a coven of lesbian witches that can create life through unnatural means? Well,
this guy must be a fag.
That's what I think. Also,
gay.
There you go. There you go. All righty. Man, we're already close to an hour. Dang. Sure milked a lot of juice out of these articles. So again, coming from that Park Place. So here's the main one we'll be talking about. Alyssa Mercante. Oh, you stupid asshole. So after her challenge to fight was accepted, Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante immediately backs out. Of course, because she's a bitch. So Kotaku senior editor Alyssa Mercante immediately backed out of a possible fight after a number of people accepted her challenge. Ugh. Yuck. So during an appearance on Giant Bomb, Mercante issued her challenge stating, and we watched this video. It didn't make sense to me then. It still doesn't make sense to me now because I had no idea who she's talking to. Obviously, she was trying to talk to the haters, but everything was just projection. and it was like, dude, everything you're saying is exactly who you are as a person. I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people and maybe say it's not a good thing. Well, then I would counteract by saying, okay, well, then we as people who will critique you on how much of a shit job you do, we'll just be louder over you guys then. If that's what you want, you know? Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt and hateful in the games industry naturally, not because anyone is making them be diverse, because the world is diverse, you stupid motherfucker. See, I don't even get this. Like, I feel like this is poorly worded as well. Because everything you're saying is you, or people like you. You're the hateful cunts, as you put it. You're the people who are making actual like wedges in the industry by saying that the industry is not diverse enough. But then you go on this stupid retarded tirade and then challenging people to physical, altercations. And then when people actually step up and be like, "Let's go, bitch," you hide behind a block on X and then shit talk behind a block. And if you have a problem with that, come fight me physically, bitch. So brave, so stunning. So oddly, after just issuing the challenge, one of the other individuals in the room then asked if anyone has taken her up on it. She responded, "No, because they're all pussies." The challenge was quickly accepted by YouTuber Vara Dark as well as Mara Jade. Dark posted, "Can't hit up this little bitch who's hiding behind a block, so send me a DM and let's talk match detail." She added, "Let's do one better and lay it out publicly." Winner gets 100K. Loser has to put up content publicly announcing their loss, an article from you, a video from me, and what, 3 months for a venue and train. And I believe Vera recently put up a video that said that her initial tweet could have been worded a little bit better, but whatever. It was the moment. We possibly running on, trying to get your thoughts in as quick as possible. But I got what you said. So Mara Jade simply wrote, "Challenge accepted, sweetheart," while sharing 3 trophies for first place in judo competitions. Dude, that would be amazing to see Alyssa just get completely judo throwed and judo chopped right in the throat. So after Dark accepted the challenge, Mercante attempted to position herself as tough, writing on X, "Girly Pop, have you seen me? I don't even need to train." So there you go. Something that we all didn't want to see. I don't even need to train. Oh man. Yes, man. If she would have accepted it, and Vera's like, "Okay, I'm going to train. Get ripped and decimate you," and she's like, "I got this, bro." She also appeared to actually entertain the challenge. No prize money, charity only. You can't stream it for your bigot viewers. All right, right there. So this right here showcases that this was all just a big ploy, in terms of probably just grifting and getting views and stuff, but also showcasing that she never took it seriously. And again, talking the talk but can't walk the walk because she's a beta bitch. You can't stream it for your bigot viewers. They always have to be in control of everything, where it takes place, who's in charge of it, who gets to stream it, XYZ. Every time. Every time. Why? Because they know that they will lose if they are not in control. I would have responded by saying, like, "Well, you can't stream it for your, heterophobe viewers because you hate straight people, probably hate men. I mean, I think you actually have a tattoo of it, if I remember right. Like, people like you had, I don't know, somebody found your pictures or something." So when internet personality Keemstar, aka Daniel M. Keem, who runs Happy Punch Promotions, a company that organizes, promotes influencer boxing, approached both Mercante and Dark to set up the match, Mercante made it clear she had no interest in backing up her words. So he posted, "Happy to set up your fight." Mercante replied, "Not giving you any money. Thanks." There you go. Right there. So, I mean, the way she's like trying to like obviously weasel out of everything to where no, you can't do it because you're your viewers are bigots, so you're not allowed to stream it. No, you're an asshole. I don't want you making money off of it. XYZ. I mean, those videos you see of people like playing the sucker punch game while they just run up and try to sucker punch someone in the back of the head or something. Like, is this really what is this what Alyssa like wants to promote? Is that sort of thing? I mean, you want a straight fight. I mean, don't even announce it on X. Just start one. Because that's apparently on how you're trying to avoid doing this when you're saying no to every possible solution to set up a scenario. You just want that street fight. Fine. Say that to someone. Just go up to some rando on the street and say that, and you'll get your fight that you wanted. Like, these people are insane. They do all these mental gymnastics. She would double down on this excuse multiple times. She wrote, "You would earn money from this, and I dislike you." Yes, Keem's like, "Why would you give me money? You would earn money from this, and I dislike you." She then followed up by writing, "So the promotion, the refereeing, the security, how do you pay for that? Who earns money from the ticket sales? If all the proceeds from this event go to approved charities, that's a different story. But no morally corrupt person is making money off of me. Hope that's clear." So that's what she responded. Keem said, "I would not earn money from this fight. I haven't earned any money from setting up any fights in the past, and I've set up many. As far as you not liking me, okay. I don't even know you, but fellow creators asked for my help in setting up this fight, so I'm down to help. So the promotion, the refereeing, the security, how do you pay for that? Who earns money for the ticket sales? If all the proceeds from this event go to approved charities, that's a different story. But nope. Look, even approved charities, because if that was me, and for some reason she was like, "Yeah, well, I'll fight you or whatever." Dude, I would find like some conversion therapy charity and be like, "All right, my proceeds are going to that charity." That charity. Oh man, that would be so hilarious. But even right here, approved charities. So again, she's giving herself multiple excuses to weasel out of it if she would say yes. Down to no, you can't stream it because your viewers are bigots. No, I simply don't like you. No, nope, I'm not going to fight you because I don't approve of the charity you're saying that this would go to. Again. So Mercante continued to try and position herself as some kind of moral person when her actions have clearly shown that to not be the case. Nevertheless, she wrote, "I'm not a YouTube rage peddler." Yes, you are. Oh my gosh. "Vara has always been using me to make money and get views. She's not doing it for this. If you want to box for a cause, not to further boast your disgusting little corner of the internet." You literally made a video calling out people to fight you because, "Oh, you're tired of hearing me say all this shit? Come fight me, you bunch of pussies, little bitch." Shh, dude, the projection, the self-awareness. Can't even see the hand in front of their face. Oh my gosh, what a fucking clown. If you want to box for the cause. Well, earlier on, you're saying no to everything. So to me, it sounds like you legitimately want a street fight. To which, again, I mean, you do what you want. Go start shits with some random person on the street. I mean, you could possibly get your street fight if you go that route. May not end up well for you. Chances are probably won't, because I don't believe you could punch your way out of a paper bag that's over your head when you're doing your only cam footage or whatever the fuck you used to do or still do, or I don't even give a shit what you do. You are the least intimidating person on the planet. And no, anyone, another one of your rage peddlers can't host it either. Like, I stumbled on a major conspiracy, Mac. Pepe Sylvia. This is literally her. Pepe Sylvia. Everything's connected. Of course, but of course, everything she does is pure, is true, is genuine, is stunning, is brave. She said behind a block X Twitter account. I think I'm still blocked too, which good. I don't give a crap about you. I'll fight her in a gym anywhere. Okay, so first you're saying boxing, but now you don't want to box it. You just want it in some rando gym, but then you don't want to have people view it or stream it or something. Wow. It's just bouncing all over the place. This isn't about clout. Oh, it is. It is 100% about clout. You lying piece of gutter trash. Damn worm. Another one of your rage peddlers can host it. I'll fight her in a gym anywhere. This isn't about clout. It's about what's right. I said it. A common theme that anybody who's watched this show, a common theme that I've said many times is, in their mind, they are the ones who will always be right. And this psycho post right here is showing that. No matter what, you could say yes. You could get everything for free. You could XYZ. Everything that Alyssa declared that she wants to have happen was literally offered to her, and she said no. Because it wasn't the way that she wants it to go. Because the main thing from all of this is you gotta fight for your right, the party, or for diversity. I'd cross that girl up faster than she can make a thumbnail with my latest selfie. She added, this was always just another way for her to farm engagement, as proven by the fact that she never responded to my DM. She's soft. But Vara did respond to her DM. So this is Vara Dark. I think she'd be a cool guest to have on the show. I think I reached out to her at one point. Vara, if you ever watch this, love to have you on the show. Love to talk to you. Love to shoot the shit, But yeah. So there you go. So 12 hours ago, Alyssa accuses me of being scared since I, quote, didn't message her back, even though I said a direct response when she publicly posted the DMs. Plus, I was behind a block for hours. She passed on the opportunity for a professional level fight and rejected my stipulation. So there was kind of that. It was fun while it lasted. So she's blocked. Can you block me so my friends? Okay. So this is what she has here. So curious that you refuse to respond privately, but keep making big statements publicly. Are you scared? So first you post the message publicly, so I did the same. You blocked me. Laughed my ass off. I don't need the... Oh, yeah, here's another a parody account. I don't need the clout or the cameras. After she just challenged people to a fight on camera for clout. Make it make sense. Yes. And then here she is trying to saying, also, I wasn't suggesting an illegal street fight. That's exactly like the setup that you wanted. That's why you were saying no to everything. You want this some sort of illegal street fight. Boxing gym exists everywhere. The point is, I believe the video game industry should be diverse. No, you don't. Your diversity is people who think like you are in control. That is your diversity. And we all see this bullshit. We see this lie. And we call you out on it time and time again. Mostly because, or not so much, well, some people call you out, but a lot of people just point it out because you destroy your own arguments by acting like a fucking retard. should be diverse and you don't, and agreed to fight about it. I don't need the clout or the cameras. Okay, ciao for real. Yeah, but then you came back. The bitch came back the very next day. Oh, the bitch came back. Thought she was a goner, but the bitch came back. She just couldn't stay away. That Theory of a Dead Man song. So this is her last response. You make money off of clout chasing and rage baiting. Why would I allow you to do that with this? Charitable causes only. Ticket sales included. I'm not scared of you, Vara. Not in the slightest, babe. And I quote, block you and the others of your ilk because you use all of my social media posts as content for your little videos. So that's just a little hurdle I like to make you have to jump over. If you can manage without pulling something. Keemstar makes money off of promoting boxing matches, and he's also a piece of shit, just like you. Would you agree to me letting Hassan host it? No. I would have responded, no, because just like you, I don't like him, and I believe he is also a piece of shit, just like you. Be so for real. No one makes money off this. Charity only. You'll have to get your ass beat for free. Sorry, love. And then, so then, let's see, 9:55. Okay, so I think retard responded, and so then Vara responded. If you had actually been serious, I would have said cut that shit straight down the middle. You can get content creators you like to film. I'd get mine. You can have your sponsors. I can have mine. You can donate to a trans charity, and I could donate to one of my choice. But I'm over your back and forth bullshit, Alyssa. I don't play this game of blocking and unblocking people I don't like. I have no people blocked for a reason. If you're going to talk about me on a public platform, don't hide from me. And that's your game. I luckily don't have to play. You had a chance at a professional level event being set up and said no instantly. You rejected my stipulations from the start because you didn't want me streaming it to my quote bigot viewers. You then said you're a busy gal working. Get back to writing game guides then, because working your hardest isn't getting you far. I put up more content in a week than you put in a month. Ouch. But very true. So, and then I think that was pretty much the end of like Alyssa's like responses and stuff, because then people just then started attacking Vara about her thumbnails and stuff. And then she 5 hours ago put up drama farming, and her rant backfires. And that's pretty much it. Well, there you go. There is the insanity that has been taking place. All I can say, I mean, in the end, Alyssa pretty much got the answer that she wanted, which was, yeah, we'll fight you, and then immediately back down, and then trying to weasel her way out of it. So in the end, all we can say is,
shut up, bitch!
Greg, you can save her. She needs a strong Christian man in her life. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo! That is a seeds I am not willing to reap or sow, my friend. I can't save her. The Lord can. I can't. All I can do is give everyone that agape love, that unconditional godly love. That doesn't mean I have to agree with your actions. That's exactly what it means. Don't have to agree with your actions. Doesn't mean I have to tolerate what you try to pull and all that stuff. Or doesn't mean I actually have to like you. She needs something. The Bugs Bunny in me would say she needs, an ass whooping, even though he doesn't say that, but she definitely needs a good beating in Minecraft. I mean, but I guess that's what she wants, because she wants to fight. So I don't know. Hassan can host if he fights Sam Hyde. everyone was saying like Gina Carano should fight her. That'd be amazing. People were saying Gina Carano. Like my first response of when I like saw that and stuff like that is, I think what's his name, Endymon. He's been on Side Scrollers podcast for a couple times. I mean, my response, like some dude just needs to identify as a woman, for, you know, X amount of time that this fight would have taken place and then training and stuff. Go in there, beat her ass, and then immediately like, okay, I'm a man again. Like that would have been the ultimate troll ever. Of course, again, she wouldn't have allowed it because again, that probably one of her stipulations, you know. Oh my gosh, the insanity, the clown world. These people are insane in the membrane. Whew. But that is all I had for you guys. We are at an hour. I is tired. IR baboon. But yeah, that's all we had for you. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. You can find my other social media listed in the description below. We were on YouTube, Rumble, Kick, my locals, and did I say everything? X. There you go, X. And on X, you can find in my bio the link tree. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the show. There might have been some other gaming news out there and stuff, but I mean, this insanity that was happening with Alyssa and Vara and wanting to fight people and Star Wars and all that stuff, dude, everything has just gone off the wagon. But yeah, let's see if we can do some redirecting here. Let's see, over on YouTube. See if we have anybody we can shoot you guys over to. Let's see. Legal Mindset is on. Oh, my friend Arthur's on. We'll shoot you guys over there. So Arthur is on. And then for Rumble, we'll go ahead and we'll send my other guest I would want online. Alex Zedra is online. So we'll go ahead and raid her. All righty. Confirm that raid. All right. Well, you guys have a good rest of your night. Take care. God bless. Catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.